Alright there, my name's Ragtag and I'm the best gutter-tier gamer you've ever seen in your life. Master of mediocrity, incredibly inconsistent, amazingly average, basically just better than you at a small amount of mundane tasks in life. That gives me enough gusto and clout to upload my visionary thoughts onto YouTube to bamboozle you into believing every word I've got to say on the matter. Now today, we're going to look at the problem with Apex Legends. Now when you think about this game, it's just a daft battle royale where everyone unloads the horrors of their real lives into an imbalanced, capricious matchup designed to leave someone on the floor with a bleeding arsehole with the victor standing over, smiling down on said arsehole's corpse. Now it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, I love it, but then I also hate it with the heat of the burning sun, and that hatred is growing day by day. And a lot of players have quit this game because they're sick of it. I mean, most people who are leaving this game for dead complain about no new content and it doesn't have any sustain to it whatsoever. And do you know what? That's fair. People get bored, they move on. I don't think that's the only problem with the game, for me at least. I mean, you could say it's a main deal breaker and you compare it to Fortnite, who updates the game all the time and keeps it fresh by adding nifty new things week after week, appeasing the hardcore players and the crying crusty nublets alike. Then yes, Apex does suck in that department, but me, I don't have a seizure while I'm waiting for Respawn to sort this shit out, getting us new content. That leaves me and probably you, the viewer, in the camp of the after hype. It's all died down and we now have an unstable player base of pathetic losers whose average match lasts a little over 60 seconds because they are spineless, masochistic gimps that strut around in the guise of the alpha, and they simply blame their donkey teammates for the losses. Yes, we're a little more patient for the content to come, that's fine, but some things burn inside us like a smelly, toxic, combustible wick. Deep inside our saturated fatty bellies, it starts to rise to the surface and bursts forth with flaming fury, culminating in the death of many a monitor. You know, those that get unexpected flying lessons from the third floor window, or you know, they get a straight shot straight to the minerals, also breaking the hand of the untrained fuckboy that has never thrown a punch in his life or left his mum's basement for that matter of fact. So let's get started with the 5 things in no particular order that I hate about Apex Legends. Number 1, the game is still bugged to fuck.
Oh fuck. Why is that thing? It wasn't healing me for a second.
Yeah, it can be a bit dodgy.
What the fuck? This is so goddamn bugged. Look. It's not healing. Now, I am a patient guy, more or less. I knew that Respawn wanted to take the time to fix the bugs and the errors in the game, and that's fine. They just dropped a new patch, and it was appreciated to find the footsteps of my squad being put in line with the enemies so I don't shout myself every time a door opens. Apparently, they also lowered the volume of the select screen so that you don't get a nuclear barrage of tension music inside your lug hole that vibrates the brain down into a smooth paste. But I have to say that I haven't tested that out. I had to turn the music off completely within the first couple of weeks because I'm way too unstable for that bullshit. Speaking of being annoyed by sound, Respawn said this in their patch notes.
Lowered the volume of Wraith's ambient kunai knife sound for those who are sensitive to the sound. If it is still bothersome, we will remove it in a later patch.
What do you mean for those that are sensitive? Sounds like you're just making us out to be an inconvenience and that you are providing a freaking courtesy. How about you just own it and say, yeah, you know, we realise that the spinning knife animation is accompanied by an unacceptably high frequency volume laser lightning sound every 5 seconds. That might have been a mistake. We've corrected that mistake, but no. This volume reduction is for you snowflakes out there that can't handle it. Well, that's just dandy, isn't it? Apex have already proven that their sound engineers have been in the front row of one too many rock concerts, but come on now, seriously. When audio balance is already proving an issue, you should call it what it is and stop your shite. Anyway, as I was proving at the start, this game is still bugged.
Oh. What?
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 How did I die?
What the fuck?
I had full health. Number 2, voice chat is still dog shit quality. How is it that you can play a massive battle royale on the PC in 2019, but it still sounds like your teammates have consumed their microphone and you get the vibrations from inside their orifices that translate to a muffled, garbled mess? And that's if their microphones are half decent. If it's a standard headset or your local discount store's desktop microphone that you use to Skype with your gran, even though she lives around the corner from you, but you do so anyway because you don't want to visit her, partly because you're a lazy bastard, but also because you know her house smells of the parting gifts of incontinence. And for you losers that don't know what I'm talking about, 2 words: adult diapers. Anyway, if you use one of those desktop dummy microphones, then the resulting recipient ends up getting the sounds that is more like being shoved up the rectum of the speaker, which makes a lot of people abstain from voice chat altogether, but at least we've got a decent ping system to make up for it. Number 3, the community.
You're a fucking idiot. Where the fuck are you, motherfucker? Come here, you motherfucker!
Now, it's not all bad. I have met some really great players in my time. Well-mannered, nice people who were genuinely a breath of fresh air amidst some pretty horrific games that were cut short due to, you know, like someone throwing their toys at the pram when they couldn't get their favourite legend that they've got 2,000 kills on, or they drop solo because they don't care what the jump master thinks, or they die and then they rage quit. I mean, sometimes you get talkative people. Other times, you get the typers. And they can be just as cancerous, if not more so, than the talkers. So landed a bunker and grabbed myself a Spitfire and a Peacekeeper, proceeded inside the building, knock out a gas trap. Second trap? Dickhead. Anyway, never mind. Get myself into a vicious firefight and pepper that motherfucker with the Spitfire. As my ammo gets low, I think about swapping over to the Eva 8, which I do. And then I knock one onto the next guy. Yeah, nice try, pal. You're down. But that's when the trouble started. Fuck off. I was like, okay. Fucking robbed my gun and now you want me to save you. Idiot. I was sat thinking, what is he talking about? And then I saw my name. Idiot Pathfinder. Did I steal your gun? Did I really? Oh yeah, maybe I did. But anyway, I thought, okay, bygones be bygones. I maybe could have left him one gun. At least I'm still alive, you're still alive, you can get me back up. And it looked like the caustic was summoning me into the room, so I crawled in with Diesel pouring out my robotic bum crack. He laid down a trap at the far end, so now was the prime moment to res me, and here it came. This guy's a credit to caustic mains everywhere. Anyway, the talkers haven't been too bad recently. Most of the time they speak a language I don't understand to curse their disapproval of my shyness before they leave, but sometimes you get the ones who invest themselves just a little bit too much for my liking. I played a game with my friend Descent and we were in Discord together, but yeah, our first firefight didn't go too well, which is no surprise because I'm in the team and as you know, I'm a bag of shite.
Under. Last guy. Alright, last guy, Descent. Please.
Please, Descent.
Please.
Under the fucking thing, he's right here, I'm looking at him. Come on, Descent. Come on, he's low, man. Descent, are you for real? on us, under the house. Descent!
What the fuck, dude?
Number 4, subscribe to my channel because I'm fucking hilarious. Number 4, death boxes. Now this is more of a quality of life thing, really, my life to be exact. But surely there is a better way of making your teammates' death boxes more known in some highlighted aura or some other indicated fashion that allows them to consider which boxes they're gonna loot, so that they don't accidentally rob your stash. Now take that last game for example, off we dropped from the respawn ship, the free kills that we were, and yeah, we made our way over, only to find my good friend pilfering my armor. Man, are you looting my box, really? Spend all that time moaning about Descent and you actually loot my box?
Hey, do you want a flatline?
No, you dumb prick. I wanted that blue armor you just needlessly swiped from my coffin, you absolute arsehole. So fine, it does tell you who the box belongs to as you're hovering over it, but nobody looks or even cares about that. But it sure chafes my butt cheeks every time I see someone do it when I'm right next to them. I haven't even recovered my own loot yet. Number 5, accountability. Ah yes, good old accountability. The internet are experts in this department, particularly when it comes to dishing out mob justice. Hey look, there's a YouTuber that just did an oopsie. Let's fucking get them. Hang them out to dry and kill their careers dead. You might think I'm talking about me, and not really, because sadly nobody cares. No, I've just been watching the horrors of friendship fracturing in the fashion/beauty section of YouTube, and oh wait, I think we might be going off a point a bit there. I really should write more descriptive bullet points when where was I? Yeah, accountability. Yeah, it's easy to hold other people to standards when, you know, like something's trending in the public eye, but when it's Apex Legends and it's you, your mistakes, your problems, your oopsies, your toxicity, you leaving games early, you deciding to launch solo, that all quietly goes away, doesn't it? Game after game. Nobody can call you out on it unless you end up exposed on the internet, and then other people just like you are going to call you out and send you messages and hate you and hold you accountable for all your bullshit. And all of this kind of grates me, not because of the exposing thing, that's how I make my living with Apex Tales, but more because there is just no punishment in-game. You know, if you fuck it up and you go YOLO by yourself, player behaviour is down to how each individual feels when they sit down to play, and let's face it, there is a lot of losers out there who hate their lives, but there are also simple solutions, and the devs just haven't dealt with it properly. Initiate punishments for leaving early. Fuck, I've left early, even in full pre-mades, because the squad eliminated sound and the awaiting recovery sound, they're not exactly the same, but they're pretty close. But if the devs made sure that you can't launch solo straight away, or actually triggered a delay in matchmaking if you leave early from a full squad instead of this, maybe you'll get a delay warning message. Perhaps Apex Legends could be redeemed. By the way, my last video got ransacked by the fun police, so if you have been supporting me on Patreon, thank you very much. This is one of those times where I feel like you, the unsung heroes, give me the freedom to take such risks. That more like financial blows to the cockhole, but still, yeah, thanks again for pledging, you idiots, because you keep loser e-beggars like me afloat, and I am grateful. Now off you go now, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and buy my overpriced merch. You motherfucking cunt!